Everyone, these are the top 10 discontinued RuneScape random events. So we're gonna react to this one. This one's by Mote Plox, and don't really see Mote Plox uploading nowadays, guys. So this is interesting to see this pop up on my feed here, because I do not see him I do not see him pop up on my feed, but he just did now. Let's take a quick look at his channel, see when he last uploaded, guys. I'm not sure what he's doing as a content creator, because, yeah, last upload 3 months ago. So he's not that, he didn't really quit YouTube. Still uploads. It's not like he quit uploading for months and stuff. But let's check out this video.
Hey guys, throughout the history of RuneScape, there have been a lot of random events that Jagex has created to mess around with players. The primary reason for random events was to decrease the number of bots in the game, but as time
Facts. And random events also probably decrease the player base a little as well, because those are freaking annoying and you don't get good rewards. And nobody liked them, so they removed them. Like, literally no one likes the random event. They're still in the game. They're just optional. And that was one of the best updates in the game, bro. Can't believe we had to deal with this for so long, bro. You'd be in the middle of a fight and you'd like teleport away because of a random event. Or maybe they had it so you couldn't teleport away during a random event, but yeah.
has gone on, botting scripts have gotten way more sophisticated, and random events just don't seem to get the job done anymore. And a lot of players have deemed most of them to be pointless nowadays and a waste of time.
Facts.
Because of this, in RuneScape 3 and in old school RuneScape, Jagex has discontinued a lot of them, and there are some that only manage to stay in the game for a couple of weeks and only a few hours due to them being severely
Wait, really? A few hours for some random events? No way, we gotta see this.
buggy, and some players don't even know about them today. Number 10, Guardians. These were aggressive NPC random events that used to appear when players were training gather skills, which included mining, fishing, woodcutting, and prayer. Players could fight these monsters for reduced combat experience, but also for a chance at an item drop based upon the skill that they were training. The level and max hit of the Guardian that...
Yeah, guys, I remember these. This is pretty well known if you played back in the day. These things were super annoying, bro. If you got the woodcutting one, you'd had to use your axe. The mining one, I think the pickaxe is what they're weakest to, but yeah, it's hard to kill them with the regular weapons, so you have a little bit more defense against regular weapons. You have to use like your mining weapon and stuff, woodcutting weapon.
appeared was dependent upon the level of the player they would attack, and here's a chart for those of you that are curious that never knew about these. The Guardians today were all removed from the game in the random event update in old school RuneScape, as their primary function was to kill players. However, for historical purposes, the Guardians were relocated to areas across RuneScape. Players may still
Oh, they were relocated at first. What?
kill them for their drops, but they no longer are considered aggressive, and you can see their new locations in this graph here. The only one that was never
Oh, they're still in the game, guys, but you have to be at these locations, guys. What the? They had a zombie and a shade one. Did not know about the zombie and the shade one.
truly relocated was the zombie, but zombies of several different levels can be found across RuneScape with similar drops to the random event one.
Like if you were training fishing back in the day or something, and then you see somebody get a random event, you'd like hope they would, get PK'd so you get their loot that drops on the floor or something. Like they're AFK. You'd hope their cash stack would appear or something. Yeah.
Number 9, the Exploding Rock. The Exploding Rock random event was a mining random event that
this one was mega annoying back in the day. So glad they removed all these, bro.
occasionally happened when a player tried to mine a rock after the point at which it began to steam, smoke, or bubble. When this happened, if the player didn't stop mining, eventually the rock would show an explosion animation, and your player would be damaged for 10 hit points. The explosion, however, would not always cease the smoke or the bubbles coming out of the rock, meaning that if you tried mining it a second time, you would be damaged again, and on top of that, your pickaxe would be broken. And the only way you could get it repaired would be to take it to a dwarf called Nermoff down in the far northwest section of the Dwarven Mine, and you would have to pay money to him too. Number 8.
Yep. You had to fix your like rune axes as well, man. At the woodcutting ones.
Flying tools. This one is pretty self-explanatory, but if you played back in the day, you may get some nostalgia from remembering it happening to you.
Definitely.
Basically, if you were woodcutting, farming, fishing, or mining, sometimes a random event would happen to you and throw whatever tool you were wielding on the ground nearby. Your woodcutting axe or pickaxe head might fall off and get thrown right behind you, or your spade or rake
Bro, yeah, it was, yeah. If you lose your freaking thing you're wood cutting with, that's a pretty decent loss, bro. 10k, 20k for a axe back in the day,
Head would
guys.
fly off while farming, and sometimes a big fish would pop up out of the water while you're fishing, take your net, and spit it nearby you. This used to be a real thing in old school RuneScape, and believe it or not, the pickaxe, rake, spade, and woodcutting axe heads and handles were actually wieldable until you took them off, and they were also tradable too. However, you can't find them on the Grand Exchange. I believe you can't find them on the GE because the Grand Exchange was added after those random events were taken out.
Yeah, I don't think they're really tradable, guys. I'm
Of
pretty
old
sure
school
they weren't. If they were, they'll be in the game right now or something. That'd be cool if they were, guys. That'd be like a cool discontinued item to have in the game. One of the only discontinued items in OSRS, bro.
I have no idea what their prices are today, if anybody has any more of them, as they were pretty useless and more than likely worthless and dropped, but it is interesting to think that they are rare now if any of them do exist nonetheless. Number 7. Ents. Whenever a player tried to chop a tree, the tree had a chance of becoming an ent. Like most random events, its purpose was to stop macro users. Ents had a chance of appearing for all players chopping trees in the area, which meant that if you were chopping trees with a lot of people, the chances of someone receiving this ent random event would be greater for every player chopping.
Anyone get these ents attacking you, man? I vaguely remember them. I didn't really remember them that much, but now I kind of remember them.
If you continued to chop the tree while the tree was in its ent form, eventually your woodcutting axe would become broken and useless. Once broken,
You saw how the sprite just changed. That dude just disappeared from the map.
a player could go to Bob's Brilliant Axes in Lumbridge to get the broken axe fixed. Bob would fix bronze, iron, and steel axes free of charge, and any other type of axe, mithril, and above would cost money to fix. You used to be able to wield broken axes.
I didn't know that tree as well. That tree as well had the ent. What? That one's only an ape's hole, guys.
Until you unequipped them. Once you unequipped them, you would not be able to put them back on, and it makes me wonder if there are any accounts out there that are still wielding the broken axes today.
Dude, that'd be cool. That'd be cool, man. They might have you know, I don't know. But yeah, it's just like it's a small handle, like without the head of the axe. There probably is, guys. But if you have it, you can't take it off or your account's it's not gonna be able to put it back on, basically.
Number 6. The Strange Box. Once handed out to players by the mysterious old man, the Strange Box caused...
Oh gosh, this was the most annoying thing in... It was one of the most annoying things. Check it out. And thankfully they're not stackable, but they do multiply. Like, we'll watch them explain it right now.
A lot of confusion upon its release into the game. When you received one and opened it, the box would present you with the puzzle asking which shape contains which...
Dude, I'll always like mess up and then it would duplicate, man. It's so annoying.
Which number, or which number is in which shape. Upon completing the puzzle, you would receive coins...
Yeah, they changed it from color coordination to shape coordination because colorblind people were unable to guess the answer, bro. So they changed it.
Gems, or a half of a crystal key. However, ignoring the strange box resulted in the spawning of even more strange boxes, and once your inventory completely filled up with them, the boxes would then just continue to stack in your inventory. Because of this, when they were first released, many players took to the forums trying to contact Jagex about what they thought was a bug with the strange box duplications in their inventories, but later obviously found out that that was how the event worked. Today, the mysterious old man no longer gives out strange boxes and resides in a house upstairs in Falador, forever trying to solve a strange box of his own. Number 5. Poison Gas. This random event used to occur whenever players would thieve from chests. Occasionally, while looting a chest, gas would come out and damage...
I didn't really loot that many chests back in the day. There was a nature rune chest, though. That's the one... I got the thieving level just for it, man. And it was a decent little GP from that. But I didn't do it for long, guys.
Nearby players. What was interesting...
That back then was a good moneymaker, though. 1,000 times, bam, 1,000 nature runes.
The thing about this random event, though, was the hit splat. It would show up as green, however, it would never actually poison you. Today, poison gas can be found when killing the undead ones on Karamja Island. When killed, the undead one will release poison gas that will damage all players in the area for 2 to 3 damage, but to avoid this, all you have to do is walk away and wait until the gas goes away. And once again, anti-poison potions are not needed because the gas doesn't poison any players, even though the hit splat is green. Number 4, Dr. Ford. This random event was discontinued for a number of reasons. Players woodcutting or mining would get hit in the head by a wood chunk or stone.
Bro. Okay, this is one I haven't found out about. What is this, guys? You gotta guess the hand? Anyone remember this? Let me know in the comments below, guys.
And their screen would go black and a hand would be presented on their screen. Dr. Ford.
Oh, it's about this guy. This guy was in the duel arena back then, I think.
Would then ask the player,
bro, it's scary, bro. Look at the cut-up player right there. That still freaks me out.
how many fingers were standing up on the hand. Answering incorrectly would result in the player being teleported to a distant place, just like most random events do when you fail them. However, Dr. Ford was so buggy that most of the time, even if you did answer correctly, he would still teleport you to a distant area. For completing the random event, you would only receive some sort of fruit too, like bananas. Nothing really special at all. To make matters even more interesting, the fingers that would stand up or lay down on Dr. Ford's hand interface were completely random, and Jagex got many reports from players speaking about a middle finger incident.
Really? Oh man, we gotta see a screenshot of that. He said middle finger incident.
Dr. Ford also used to duplicate himself frequently too.
Dude, look at him. He's spawning everywhere, bro. It's like a freaking... like so many Dr. Fords around, guys. I do not remember. This is discontinued, sadly. It'd be cool to play through it, though.
This was one of the most buggy random events ever in RuneScape's history, and as such, was eventually removed. Number 3, the Watchman. The Watchman was a random event that appeared during thieving, similar to other Guardian events such as Rock Golem while mining. His combat level differed depending on the player's combat level, and he even made an appearance in a cutscene where the Wise Old Man robs Drainer Bank. Today, in this clip, you can see that the guard that tries to stop the Wise Old Man is actually a pillory guard, but back in the day, before this random event was ever removed, you can see here that in 2006 in the cutscene, judging by the green pants and shield, that this was in fact
I do vaguely remember him looking like that, guys.
the Watchman that tried to stop him from robbing the bank. The random event was eventually removed due to players complaining about being killed by him far too often when they were a low combat level, but wanted to train thieving regardless, as the Watchman would appear frequently while training the skill no matter what skill level you had.
Dang, we gotta see footage of it, man.
Number 2, Pious Pete. Pious Pete was a Ceredominist monk who was featured in what was known to be called the Candlelight Random Event. However, the event was taken out of the game along with Pious Pete himself.
Taking out the game, just like how Buddy says.
Many years ago. Modash stated once on the RuneScape forums, Pious Pete got retired years ago and has it.
Wait, whoa. Okay, never did this one. Click arrow buttons to move taper. Press the light button to light the candles. How do you even do this, guys?
Been seen since, and he's not due to come back either. The update that removed him and the random event was never addressed in an update post, but instead was removed quietly without any mention, which sort of makes me sad.
Whoa. No mention, nothing. Pious Pete, guys. What the? So you have to like line up the candles or something?
During the Candlelight Random Event, you would have been teleported to a church, and once there, you would talk with Pete to learn that his candles keep extinguishing a few moments after being lit. He then would give you, the player, a lighter, and once that lighter was obtained,
You know which one I do miss? Is like the dragon event. That one used to be in RuneScape 3. Man, you get decent XP from that. You get like 1,000 XP for doing like a quiz for a dragon, and like there's a bunch of NPCs in a classroom. It was very cool.
Pete would inform you to light only certain candles. Today in RuneScape, even though the random event is gone, the area where it was held still exists to this day, as it sits right near the area where the Gravedigger random event takes place. Number 1, the Tangle Vine. The Tangle Vine
Gravedigger random event was such a pain as well.
random event was added to RuneScape on the 6th of April in 2004, when the Tangle Vine
Both those guys, they have rune armor, but iron full helmet. Interesting.
and sprouted, players on top of the tangle vine would have to stand still in order to avoid being damaged. However, the minute the vine started to appear, many players tried to run away from it out of panic. If you tried running away from it while the vine had you, your hit points would be drained rather quickly. Following massive amounts of criticism and feedback from players, Jagex removed the tangle vine random event, and a multitude of players were relieved. Mod Mark even gave a statement on the issue. The Tangle Vine was a random event that made it into the game for about 3 hours. If you moved, you would take damage. If you clicked on the screen, you would take damage. If you did nothing for 10 seconds, it would go away because we knew that we had a lot of bots that were pre-programmed to move around and do certain things, and therefore they would kill themselves. Unfortunately, as a gamer, if something happens to you that you don't understand, your instant reaction is to move.
Dang, that's like permanent freaking... Did it like multiply when you try to move around as well? Jeez. That's random events on hard mode. You just had to sit there and do nothing.
The hell away from it. We were keeping an eye on the forums on our phones and we were like, this is a bit dangerous, isn't it? And Andrew Gower was like, right, I'm going back to the office, I'm fixing it, I'm taking it out of the game. So that's what he did. Today, if you would like to know more about what the Tanglevine looked like, you can find out by doing the Jungle Potion quest, as the Tanglevine's original model was recycled into a marshy jungle vine that you have to search during that specific quest. So that's 10 discontinued random events that are no longer active in old school RuneScape or RuneScape 3.
Jeez.
I hope you guys have enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and I will talk to you guys.
That's a cool video, man. Check out Mote Plox in the description. Did not know about these last few ones whatsoever, guys. Wish we had more footage of them.
Later.
Mystery video, previous video. We're unable to click those, but yeah, Mote Plox, man. He still uploads today, but not that often, guys. So, peace out, everyone. See you next video. Check out the original creator in the description and subscribe to him if you like the content. Let me know your comments below. Peace out, everyone. Thank you for watching. Much appreciated. Thank you for the support. We're actually gaining subs again, and that is awesome. Later, guys.